Hi, friends, and welcome to the real episode 7 of Tea with Tamara. So, this is a really exciting episode for me because it wasn't a specific question that was given to me, it was a question that was asked on my birthday by somebody who doesn't even know that I'm answering their question. But it resonated with me and it has sat with me for the last over a month. So I'm finally kind of coming to terms with the question, and I've Tamarized it, and I've put the enchanted fairy spin on it, and this is where I feel that question kind of resonates. So the question was, we were at the Gwen conference. Please check it out, GWEN conference. It's in the Niagara region. If you get a chance, it's ran by Jen Wallace. Incredible day. And I had mentioned steep tea, which I'm having, heavy peppermint still, different mug. And there was the woman who created the brand and the CEO and everything of Steep Tea, and then there was a local hero named Sarah, Yoga by Sarah, and they were both asked this very critical question by a particular person at the conference who doesn't even know I'm answering their question, but I'm going to tell her at some point. And they were asked the question of, how do you know the risk is too big in your business? I think that's a pretty incredibly large question, and one that I think a lot of entrepreneurs, such as myself, tackle. And we constantly have to be thinking along the lines, well, what if we put something in? What's the payout? What's the risk? How do we know that what we're committing into is going to be something that's valuable or what we need? And I think it was a couple days ago that I had this thought, and it was, do you see the debt or do you see the dream? And I realized I'm at a place right now where I am so focused on what my passion is and what my purpose is that I actually can say with confidence that I see the dream. And I think when you get to the headspace and the knowledge and the intuitive guidance, and you sit into this pocket of knowing what your dream is, you don't necessarily see the debt. It's not like it's not there, because there is debt. But I know that the dream is so sincere and it is so my purpose that if I continue focusing on that, that the debt will be taken care of. And, I came to this because of a very important decision that I had to make. And those who have been following my Facebook know the decision that has come up. And it was huge. It was a huge financial risk in order for me to move forward. And I thought very strongly that I would pay heed to the intuition and to the angels' callings, and I took a risk. I took a huge risk yesterday. And it came with an anonymous investor who believes in my mission and believes in my purpose. And they have, you know, given me an opportunity to chase and follow my dream that has been sitting inside me for this entire year. I mean, I woke up this year and it has been nothing but learning how to create and build and inspire and change. Sorry, Amy, I don't mean to come out like that. That's Affirming Arts by Amy Thompson. I'm not trying to take that, but it is the fact that when I woke up this year, at the beginning of the year, I knew that this year was going to be the year that changed my life. And with every step that I took throughout this year, I have been working towards the ultimate way for me to, service others, to create change, to allow others to wake up to their soul's purpose. And that's what I'm here to do. And the more I sink into that knowing, and I talk about that knowing, like, you will know when you have got the thing that is yours because it feels so right and it feels so true. And that statement, if it doesn't feel like work, well, it is work. There's always work. Like, to say that there's not work is kind of crazy. But to know that the work that you're doing is making change and is able to help others. And I think that that's the piece too. Like, if what you're doing is able to help others, then honestly, what is the risk? Like, how big a risk do you need? How big a risk are we talking about? Is your dream big enough that you can say, I risked this and it didn't work, but I learned something and it didn't matter that it didn't work because I'm going to persevere and I'm going to do whatever it takes to get to that dream? When that dream is that big that it takes up that much space in your mind, in your heart, in your DNA, in your soul, I think you don't even see the risk the same way. You see it as a stepping stone, as like a bridge to cross, or an opportunity to learn and grow. And I mean, this risk can be monumental, right? It could be something you are so uncomfortable with. But if the dream on the other side of that is bigger than what that risk is, I think that's when you know that you're ready for the risk. And that's my personal opinion, because I can tell you right now, I know there is no risk I wouldn't take at all, none, to get to the dream that I have. And I will, and I can promise you that, because this is just the beginning. You guys have all been here at the beginning. That this next year, I'm going to be helping more people than I even knew that I could possibly help. And I am so happy that the universe is allowing me the opportunity to do that. So first and foremost, to however many people watch this video, thank you. Thank you, because each and every single one of you guys is a reason how I know my dream. Each and every one of you has touched my heart, my soul on some level and made me understand exactly who I am. So you guys, I love you. Like, I say it, but I just mean it so much. So I'm super excited to take whatever risk I have to take in order to get you guys all to that place where you are in your knowing and able to follow your passion and your purpose. There is no risk big enough to stop me.